Hello, friends. Welcome to DNF Diaries. Every other week, we bring you a wonderfully entertaining, low-stakes, absolutely no-shame story of a DNF in the ultramarathon, sub-ultra, FKT, or through-hike world. For those that are not familiar, DNF stands for Donuts Need Frosting. Nope, that's not what it means. This is an ultra podcast. It means did not finish. We are accepting DNF stories through our email, dnfconfessions@gmail.com, or you can slide into our DMs on Instagram, dnf.diaries. Please send us your stories about quitting, DNFing, and endurance effort. If you'd like to be kept anonymous, we can also make that happen. Just let us know. Also, send us photos. I would really like to see photos if you don't want to be kept anonymous. And also, we use them as our... I don't know what you call it, like
thumbnail.
Yeah, thumbnail, podcast thumbnail. So I'm sure everyone would love to see important contextual evidence of the DNF. Otherwise, I'm just going to use AI against my will to make a photo like I did last time. I'm going to introduce myself now. Here we go. My name is Tara Dower, and my chosen adventure is recovering from a really, really fast 50K in the beautiful Oregon woods. And I actually have a guest host today with me, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. But first, I'm going to just let you know, Arlee is not going to be here for the podcast today. Arlee was cheering on their friend Katie at the Boston Marathon, and we just wanted Arlee to have the best time with friends, and Katie did so well. We'll talk about some Boston news, mostly Boston news. But yeah, friend Katie did so well. I think it was a 15-minute PR, so go Katie. Who am I joined by?
I'm Scott Benneroff. I am here in Durango. My chosen adventure is probably being in Durango and trying to run in the sun and the altitude. That's my adventure for the week.
Did you say you're from Vermont?
Yeah. Live in Vermont.
Yes, live in Vermont, which is a whole 100 feet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think I live at like 240 feet or something. Whatever that is. It's very low.
Oh, well, we're going to move right on. Scott actually has a cool story for us today about a backpacking DNF. So his first backpacking trip ever.
So silly.
But I want to thank Ultra for sponsoring. Let's see. What do you like from Ultra? You've been wearing Ultras. He's a Hoka boy.
Yeah.
He is a Hoka boy, but we have transferred to an Ultra shoe.
Well, what's funny is I, at first, years ago, was an Ultra boy. First trail race I ever ran, I ran in a pair of, I think, like Lone Peak 3s.
Wow.
And then I didn't wear them on the AT.
Lone Peak 3s are so old.
It was just like 2018 or something. And then I put on some Hokas after the AT in 2019, and I've been wearing Hokas since, except for the Wild Experience Wild 3 Pluses with the Vibram. Have been really awesome. I love them. I have a race coming up. I think I might wear them in the race.
This is coming from a Hoka boy.
Yeah.
Big Hoka boy.
Yeah,
but now we're maybe coming.
Maybe. I still have my goats, which
the goats
look like the birds around here.
It looks like the coloring is a magpie. The magpie coloring, black and white. I was like, are you wearing Air Jordans right now?
They look really good.
Yeah, well, not as good as Ultras.
The Wilds are good too.
No Air Jordans though. My favorite shoe from Ultra. Oh man, I wore my Mont Blanc, my trusty Mont Blancs during the race, and after the race, me, Sarah O, Rascal, and Reese went on a little hiking adventure. We did 3 days of hikes around the area and got to actually see the waterfalls, because during the race I didn't see anything besides who was in front of me. And so we went back and we saw all the waterfalls, and I wore the Gore-Tex Timps for that because it's so wet over there, and it was chilly a lot of those days, like the 2 out of the 3 days, and my feet stayed warm. I noticed how warm my feet were. Not only were they warm, they were dry. So yeah, Thanks, Ultra, for sponsoring. Now we're going to get into our Ultra news. And we're going to mostly talk about Boston. Arlee gave us some on-site reporting.
Eyewitness account.
Yeah, eyewitness accounts from our dog in the field reporting. So I'm going to just do the reporting from Arlee. And also because I have Instagram and I saw it all over my Instagram.
There was lots of Boston, very Boston-y news today.
Yeah. What do you have any thoughts about Boston before we get into it?
One of my regrets is that like I was getting into running in college, and I went to school in Boston and I never went to watch the marathon.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
so embarrassing. I
Wow.
lived there. I could have
You could have just
I just was like, it's crowded. What am I going to do? Watch them run? And I just like didn't understand that it was like a cool big thing. And
It's
so
so big.
Yeah, it's like a huge deal. And I was just always like, it's so crowded. And didn't want to participate. But now looking back, I'm like, I lived in Boston. How did I not go watch the marathon? It's crazy. But I wasn't really like into running hardcore then.
Well,
not that you need to be. I could have just gone have a good time.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's fine. Sharon Lokedi has back-to-back wins at the Boston Marathon. Wow. I actually didn't know that.
This is so difficult.
Yeah, this is again on the course reporting from Arlee. Wow. So there's a 44-second lead over the second place. Which seems like a lot in the marathon world. Winning Sharon won in both 2025 and 2026. She ran a 2:18:51. And that is I think it was a 5:18 per mile for 26.2 miles. She at the last or a mile 24, she ran a 4:35. I don't know if that's ill reporting from Arlee because to me that seems like it. How the hell is somebody at mile 24
running a 4:35?
Oh my
mile 1 running a 4:35.
Mile anything.
Half a mile.
Running from a bear that mile?
Not
Maybe
even that fast.
no. Jess McLean, she has been on a tear. She finishes 5th as the top American woman, setting a new American course record of 2:20:49. Incredible. John Correr wins the Boston Marathon, just like Sharon. He also won in 2025. He ran a time of 2:01:52. He took over a minute off the 15-year-old course record. I believe it was 70 seconds. I saw it was 70 seconds, which is like so much time.
It's like so much in marathon time, isn't that? It's like almost 3 seconds a mile, which
oh my gosh. What is the average there? What's like the pace?
4:39, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like it's so bad.
I can't. Des Linden also crushed. She paced her husband Ryan and ran a time of 2:35:49. When she ran by Arlee at mile 17, she was shotgunning a beer. Also, Katie crushed, Arlee's friend, Katie crushed and PR'd by 15 minutes. That is our Boston news. I have a little bit of news. Like not really news, but there's actually been a lot. I don't know. I did a little smattering. Love to hear your thoughts on some of these, Scott. Molly Seidel signs with Satisfy, and Arlee texted me and said, "That's a decision. It's a choice."
I just learned what Satisfy was like a week ago.
Yeah, tell us your thoughts.
I will,
as an avid trail boy,
as avid trail runner.
Do you see the need for the shorts or the Moth Tech?
No, I looked at the website and I thought to myself, I'll never buy any of this ever. I could buy 10 pairs of shorts, light them on fire, buy an 11th pair of shorts, wear it, and still have spent less money than I would if I bought any of these pairs of shorts. And I wouldn't have even gotten to buy the cool bandana or the gloves, whatever, or whatever other obscure sweater with like a tornado and a horse on it or whatever. It's like some like $300 sweater that's like very wild.
Would you wear Satisfy if they're like, Scott, we need you on the team, signs you with
I
the
mean, sure,
grind.
I'd wear it, but that's like if someone walked up to me and was like, "Here's $100, no questions asked. Have a good day." I'd be like, "This is super weird, but sure."
You'd buy their shorts with it?
Well, then I wouldn't need to buy it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need to buy it. I would never like purchase it on my
Yeah.
own. I'm coming in 7th place at a local 50K. I don't need they tell you the number of grams on the shorts on the website.
Ultralight.
Ultra grams. It's like the grams are not what's holding me back in the slightest when I run. So that's good for Molly. She'll wear the shorts.
Yeah, she was decked out in.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a booger I just
No,
wiped on
that's
my
good.
pant short. I didn't have anywhere else to
Good
put
place
it.
to put it. Where else are you gonna put it?
At the bottom of my pants, definitely. Not at the top of my pants. Comment below, chat. Let us know where you put your boogers.
Where are you supposed to put a booger?
Where are you supposed to put a booger if you don't have a tissue?
And if you're not in school and you don't have a desk in front of you, like, come on. Easy move is under the desk, but like, come on.
Yeah, so Molly, congratulations to Simon Satisfy. I know that she ran Black Canyon all decked out in Satisfy.
I mean, that's great for her.
Yeah,
and that's great.
Super stoked.
That's great. And if you wear Satisfy, like, that's awesome.
You can do literally whatever you want.
It. Yeah,
do it. If you can, do it.
Yeah.
And guess what? I did it. I did wear it. I did wear Satisfy shorts at Gorge Waterfalls.
Did you notice the grams?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So fast.
So like I was wearing them out of the airport. Like I didn't have a lot of clothes I brought because I was playing for so many things. I was packing for so many things that I wore them out of the airport. Like I was walking through the airport in my shorts, my Satisfy shorts. And at one point I was like, are these like, they're so light. Women will know who wear dresses, but they're so light that you feel like, is it bunched? Can they see my butt cheek
like
right now?
There.
Like, is it like I got out of the bathroom? I was like worried that I bunched it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just
was not. It was so
0 grams.
Whoa.
That's.
I mean, honestly, if you're gonna buy something for that much money, it better make you actually faster, tangibly.
Yeah.
It's like super shoes.
Yeah.
Like they have
super shorts,
but it's not. It's a sweater.
Yeah.
And a shirt. I
am on a shorts journey myself. I'm on a journey for the shorts. I actually would love everyone's opinion. I am on a shorts journey. It's one of the most important things that I think it makes or breaks a race for me, honestly. Like shoes, I love Ultra shoes. I found my shoes. I'm fine. I can wear Ultra shoes. It's good.
Yeah.
Shirt doesn't matter. Pack, like, okay, that kind of matters, but like it's also like the one I have right now is great, but I'm on a shorts journey. I'm on a journey to find the perfect short. This is what I need. I need a short that is nice, airy, breathable. Satisfy's got that. But I think I need a little compression in the cheek area so the cheeks don't create friction and I get chafed all around. So I need a little bit of like compression but breathability. I'm still on a shorts journey. The Satisfy shorts were good, but I'm gonna keep looking for shorts. I do like my compression shorts. Like people might be saying like, why don't you just wear compression shorts? And I always have. The ones from Soar I really like, and they keep everything where it should be. Things don't shake that much, but I bloat a lot. During a 100-mile race, you guys might know, but you go through a lot of phases.
Yeah.
Your body goes through a lot of phases, and you're bloated, you're not bloated, and things get weird, and like you need to fart or do something else. And it's just like compression shorts are good until it's like too tight. And it's just like, it's you go through a whole life cycle in 100 miles, and I need the shorts be perfect for Western States. So please comment what you think I should do. I have a predicament here. That's my shorts journey. Molly Seidel signs with Satisfy. That's the whole thing. So we were also trying to check the start list for Canyons 100K, but guess what? Impossible.
No, you're not allowed because there's so many people running it apparently that you're not allowed to do it.
Yeah. UTMB has some nerve.
It just, this was my whole like, we can put someone on the moon and then the motion detector on the soap in the airport doesn't work. Like, how is that even it's just such the 1993 problem. Like, I don't understand. It's like, we figured this out. We have the technology. Make a list on the website. I
Yeah.
don't get it. You have like live tracking and live video feeds and all this information. And if I wanted to buy $1,000 worth of UTMB races, I'm sure the web page would load so easily. But if I want to load the list of runners, it's like, oh, sorry, bucko.
There's too many. We
There's
can't
too many.
load it.
It's impossible. We have no ability to do this for you.
No ability. Zero ability.
What is the hold up UTMB?
Yeah, it literally says, I just wanted to see the men who are signed up. For the women, you can go in and search American women. Can't even search like all the
General, no.
No, you have to search each country. So I got to search American women who are running the 100K. Got a list. Great. That's not everyone though. There's Chinese athletes and there's
whole bunch of countries.
European athletes. Yeah. Albania. Oh my gosh, how am I going to know who's going to run for Albania?
But it'll load that because there's like 2 of them, but it won't load the whole field.
It won't load the men's.
It won't load like any of the men's
American,
stuff.
Yeah, none of the men's. So if you have any idea who's running it, please let us know. I know Hayden Hawks for the men is running it.
I think Zach Miller was running it.
Yeah.
David Roche was running it.
Zach Miller is going for a golden ticket at Canyons. David Roche. Wow.
There's other people, but I'm forgetting because I don't have a list of names.
Would love to know UTMB. Would love to know. And if there's probably an easier way. If there is, maybe we're just idiots. I hope that's the case.
I don't know. Yeah, I hope there's another way, but there's no good way. They're not an ultra sign up. They're like, yeah. And it's like, I'm not going to look that hard. It should be easy. So that's the UTMB news. No clue. We're in the dark, I guess. And then Nike, where really went for it, and got mad at all of us for walking.
I'm trying to look up what the sign said, but Nike had a dumb sign at Boston. That's basically what happened.
They roasted us for walking. And
yeah, they said
maybe it's motivational, but
if you walk, we hate you. That's what it said, actually. It says runners welcome, walkers tolerated. And I've heard many places where it's like, oh, you didn't get the context, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. They took it down. So that's just telling me that weren't into it. Ultra clapped back and everyone was like, oh my gosh, Ultra, we love you. And I'm trying to look that up.
We don't care what you're doing, just do it.
Yeah, they're like, just run, walk, crawl, no matter how you do it. Just stay out there, bruh.
The bruh was on it?
Yeah. Ow, I just stubbed my toe.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
So many
things. It's fine. Boogers on the pants, stub toes.
Yeah, you're really having a good time over there.
And then we also have race results. I don't have them in front of me, but we had them.
We had them.
We had
These
race
ones
results.
Will actually load if you look them up, and they're available.
This is just me being lazy, but there are results from the races this past 2 weekends ago. Lake Sonoma, Desert Rats, and Gorge Waterfalls. They all happened. They all happened in the same weekend.
That was a lot. There was a lot going on. And you're not going to shout yourself out, but you came in third at Gorge Waterfalls 50K, which was so fast.
Thanks, sweetie.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, shout out to you for running super fast.
Yeah, it was so fast. I was so afraid. Oh,
so great.
Yeah, I ran
it.
fast and I tried to catch up and I just tried to keep up. That's all. But
yeah, that's the only podium I know off the top of my head.
Yeah, Lake Sonoma. A lot of really fast people. Oh, I did it last year. It's really cool. It's in wine country.
In California?
Lake Sonoma. Yep.
Oh, nice.
I don't know.
Good for wine country.
And then Desert Rats is actually in Grand Junction.
Is it like the Chianti of America?
Oh, one could say that. That's what they should name it.
Yeah. And then, Desert Rats is in Grand Junction.
Yeah. So big races happened, and we're so happy to have the season back. All the races are just happening. And
there's a lot going on. There's Canyons is coming up. Who knows what's going to happen there? Nobody. Not even, maybe the UTMB doesn't even know. And then Cocodona is happening soon.
Oh, yes, Cocodona.
And then
so many good things.
I don't know what's going on after that. I don't really know what's going on in general.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be great. Whatever does happen, we're looking forward to it. Oh, we do have some FKT attempts. Will Peterson.
Will Peterson starts in a week from today, Monday.
Yeah, he starts his Appalachian Trail self-supported, fastest known time, going for the supported record. And then we have Christian Morgan also going for a similar record. Do you know if he's going Sobo or Nobo?
I think he was, I don't know, but I think he was going to go northbound, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
That is like pure,
so impending.
Maybe I heard that.
Impending FKT attempts, big ones happening on the Appalachian Trail. And that was a quick little news segment.
Yeah.
We have a fun little story from our guest here, Scott.
So good. So embarrassing.
This is about your first ever backpacking trip.
Attempt at a backpacking. My first ever attempt at a backpacking trip. Well,
give us a scene. What were you like? Were you like, what drew you to backpacking?
Okay, so it's 2017. Well, it's like it's 2016. And my mom.
Great year. Actually, terrible year. Harambe died.
It's really the start of this whole mess.
Yeah, that's how it started.
2016, I'm in college in Boston, and my mom has been going on these like section hike trips, either backpacking or day hiking with shuttles with a dear family friend of ours, Evelyn. And Evelyn's goal has been to hike the whole AT through New Jersey.
Wow.
And my mom's been going on some of these section hikes, and I heard about this, and I was like, what? And I looked up what the AT was, and I was like, there's no way that this thing exists. This is impossible. I'm going to 100%, I'm going to do it. Not a doubt. I'm going to try to do it for sure. And I should do any hiking or backpacking. Nothing. Never done any.
Should try it at
backpacking.
least.
I should do it. But before I had even touched any of it, dead set on doing it.
Oh,
not even a shadow of a doubt in my mind. Like, I'm going to do this.
Wait, can I just chime in? So you found out you wanted to thru hike in 2016, right?
Yeah.
Does it make it any better if somebody figured out that they want to thru hike before you? Does it make their love of the Appalachian Trail more fierce and, more of this long burn love?
I'm remembering now that I might have it might have come to me in more like 2001.
Oh,
or
okay.
Earlier, maybe like 1920.
So somebody who, say, watched a documentary in 2013.
Yeah, no, it doesn't come 100 years earlier. I was stoked. I was stoked on it. So it's not really the same thing. No, it was 2016, and I think it was the passion with which I dreamt of it that was most important, and just the measuring tool of who is more fired up about it.
Okay.
And clearly, I'm so fired up on this trail that I went to REI and bought all the backpacking gear.
Of course.
Bought it all.
Always.
I think I returned almost all of it in exchange for something else.
Free rentals. I
didn't even use it. I just walked in there, got it, went back, looked at a bunch of more Reddit threads and watched YouTube videos and read all this stuff. And I was like, this is going to have to change right now, or my base weight's going to be a mess. So
did they say you definitely need a camp cup? You need a cup.
No, I don't know.
You need a camp stool, sir.
I don't know. I didn't have like a camp stool.
Okay.
I wasn't like, it was like okay from the beginning, but it was just like not swift. So anyway, I'm doing all this in the fall, in like November of 2016. And then in the spring, I'm just like itching to hike, totally dying to get out. And it's winter in New England, and I'm not going to do anything.
No.
And at the time, now I'm stoked, but at the time, no way. And so I was like, okay, I'll wait. And I'm like waiting, twiddling my thumbs. And finally, like the first week of March comes around. And it was like a little warm out. And I was like, that's it. Done deal. I am going to drive out after class on Friday. I'm going to drive out to Western Mass on the AT. Could I have gone somewhere closer and more controlled and not 2+ hour drive? Sure. Was I 100% going to do this on the AT? Yes. I had already bought all the maps of the sections, the whole plan. I was going out there. And so I drove out after class and I parked in this, and it's like March. It's like winter. There's nothing. The whole forest is
So
asleep.
what would you say the temperature was?
It
And
was.
also, what did you pack for warmth?
So I had I think it was like a 30-degree sleeping bag or 20-some degree sleeping bag. It was
I
like
feel
a
like that's not warm.
It was like a 20-degree sleeping bag, I think, and it was, or no, the safety rating on it, like the comfort level was like 30, and like the safety rating on it was like 20, and got all excited to hit the boom arm there, and I'm like, I got all the gear, I got my big Osprey backpack, and my tent, and everything is so brand new, it is ridiculous, and it's all
What?
shoved into this thing.
Yeah. What would you say your base weight was?
Probably like low 20s.
That's
It
pretty
wasn't
good
bad.
for winter.
Wasn't bad.
That's pretty good. Do
It
you
was,
still have the gear?
yeah, I still have the gear. And I I get out there and the sun's going before daylight savings, like the days are still pretty short and the sun's going down. And I like load up with all my stuff.
You what?
I load up with all my stuff on my back and I like 3 miles into the Shaker campsite
Did you
in
bring trekking
Tyringham.
poles?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
trekking poles. I had my gaiters, like my zip-off convertible
Oh,
pants.
yeah.
I was totally trekking.
The first time I did a section hike on the first time, saw a thru hiker who's an old man with trekking poles, instantly made fun of him. Said,
Yeah.
old man needs his trekking poles. By the end of the section hike, I was bent over with sticks, just trying my best to get up this mountain. Never again.
Oh my, no,
I went and bought those trekking poles so fast.
So you judged the poles.
Oh, I judged, yeah.
I had the poles. I had them.
I had a cotton t-shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
We went
A
into this.
huge knife.
Really?
Yeah, I used it as my spoon too.
Oh my gosh. We should compare our start lists because it's very different.
No, I use my brother's backpacking, like he's 6'3" or whatever, and he's 200 some pounds. And I used his Boy Scout bag.
Oh my!
And my mom's
swimming
old
in the bag.
boots.
You must have been
And like this huge burner, like literally with huge propane tank.
How
in
much
the burner.
weight was all this?
It had
so
to be
heavy.
30.
Oh my gosh.
35, I don't know.
Did you have a successful trip?
We stayed out there 2 nights and didn't stay out the third night. I think it was the third night because didn't bring rain gear and it rained in the Appalachian Mountains, which is wild.
Shocking.
How does that?
I saw that coming.
Yeah, not me. I was in a hammock, so it just pooled.
A hammock?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's good. Hammocks are good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you loading up, you have your trekking poles, you have your pack.
Yeah.
You're
I'm ready.
You're like at a good base weight. You're wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm looking at the white blazes and I'm like, yes, like I'm going to do this. This is so great. I'm unstoppable. Yes. And I had I think I had a little spot GPS thing too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
And I was very prepared.
Super prepared.
So prepared. And what was I going to say? I forget. Oh, I had unpacked and repacked this bag over a dozen times. So many times. I was just rifling through my gear. That's all I was doing. I was in college. I was just studying and messing around with this gear for 2 months before I got on this little hike. And so
the differences between us is vast.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this works. This is okay. Rain gear is not gonna rain. It's fine.
Meanwhile, I'm like, is this gonna work? I don't know if it's gonna work. Maybe I get another one. Is that one gonna work? Oh no. So I get out there and I hike the 3 miles, whatever it is, pretty chill.
To what shelter?
The Shaker campsite. It's just a little campsite. There's a bear box and 2 tent platforms, and this spooky old brick wall from probably 100 years ago when I first got inspired to hike the AT.
The longer you're inspired, the more it means to you.
Which to everyone.
To
it's
everyone.
more important.
Yeah, more important. Yeah.
And and I get there and it's I forget. It had to be 5 p.m. when I got there. Maybe 4:30. and the sun was like kind of on the way down. And so there I was, and I got all my stuff out. And I had been like looking at the lows that night because I was like, it's got to be above what my bag is rated for. Like,
It has to
and if
be.
it is, then the bag will be good because the numbers are good, right? And the low that night was going to be like in the low 20s. And so I was like, that's great. Comfort rating or safety rating of my bag is like 20.
Oh,
So I'm good. I'm all good,
oh
right?
no.
And I get set up on the tent platform, which is a colder experience. And I'm like eating my food, and I have
What
whatever
do you
little
have?
food I have. Gosh,
Did you cook it?
I think I had like a rehydrated thing and some of those little like rectangular, like square little kind bite things, those kind granola bites,
Were
just like
you were
snacks.
you afraid? Because was this your first camping trip
I was
alone?
pretty spooked. I got out there and I was like, there's nobody out here, and it's all brown, and I'm spooky, and the sun's going down.
It's cold.
And I was like, squirrels were like making noises, and I was like, and it's getting colder, and I was like, oh no. But I was like, this is it, and I love this, and you're committed. You're doing the whole AT, so this is it, right? This is the best. This is going to be the coolest thing ever. Here we go. This is it. And it's like me sitting quietly alone in the middle of the woods in the winter in Massachusetts. And the next day I was going to like wake up and like hike a little bit south on the trail and then hike back to the car. And like this whole plan I had, and I'm like looking at my map, and I don't think I had like any phone signal. I forget. And so I'm just putzing. And then before I know it, like my tent's set up. I've eaten my food. I've done whatever. And whatever, it's 5:15 or whatever. Like I'm totally done. And I'm alone. What was I doing? I just didn't.
But 5:15 in Massachusetts means it's completely dark.
Yeah, so now it's dark, and now I'm sitting there in the dark.
And
It's
you're not
getting
tired.
colder. And I'm not tired at all. Like, what in the world am I going to do now? And have I told you this story before?
I have like
Maybe a vague memory. I may have told you like an abridged version.
Yeah.
So there I am, me in the tent at the platform. I put my food in the bear box. I'm like doing all the little things that all the Reddit threads
Yeah.
told me to do. I'm like, this is perfect. I put all my warm clothes on, even though I did not bring many warm clothes at all. Did not understand the whole layering thing. And then I got in my sleeping bag and I sat there and I just like stared at the wall, stared at the maps. And then like 7:00 rolled around and I just closed my eyes and I fell asleep for an hour.
Oh wow.
So I slept,
Oh yeah.
fell asleep at 7, and then I woke up at 8 and my toes were getting a little cold. And I was like, uh-oh, this is not good. I looked at my watch and I was like, it's 8:00. And I kind of took a look around. I was getting really nervous because it was dark.
Yeah.
The sun wasn't going to come up for another, 11 hours or something. And I was like, if it's getting this cold now, like, it's going to get way colder than this. This is not good. And so I had a few thoughts. I was like, okay, I'm 2 hours from Boston if I get back to the car. So I could sit in this tent and kind of probably sleep on and off through the night and need to keep waking up to like warm myself up, which didn't sound super appealing and sounded like way outside of the comfort level I was trying to have on my first night out. I was like, that thought made me nervous. I was like, okay, you're also 3 miles from your car. You
Yeah.
can pack up, go back, drive back to Boston, and you should regroup. And
Don't tell anybody.
well, I would have hoped, but foreshadowing of I did not make it through the night at this campsite. Hence the DNF of this, whatever I was attempting to do. Get my first taste of the AT. And I sat there and I was like, okay. The nervous side of me was like, you should probably pack up because otherwise you're just going to sit here and kind of shiver all night and get freaked out by every little noise you hear everywhere around you.
Yeah.
And it's going to
As you
be
do.
no fun for 11 hours. And then you're going to wake up on no sleep and hike out. That just the whole thing just sounded like a bad idea. Where the other side of me was like, you could have just waited a month. Easily wait a month. And this whole thing goes way differently. And so I packed up my stuff. I got my food out of the bear box that I just put it in like an hour and a half ago. And I pack up the whole camp that I just put up. And I essentially went for a hike, everyone.
And rested.
I went for a hike.
You napped.
Rested in my brand new, fully equipped camping setup. And then cold pre-daylight savings Massachusetts evening in the Berkshires. And then I packed up all my stuff. And now I was thinking to myself, you have got to be kidding me. I have to hike in the dark down this trail back to my car. This is going to be terrifying. But I was like, you know what? You can do it. You want to hike the AT? You better do. You got this. And so I
Do you have a headlamp?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
of
my
course you did.
goodness.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course you did.
Yeah. Headlamp, extra batteries, so ready to go.
For the overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. And at like whatever it was, 8:15, 8:30, I started walking back to the car. And then all of a sudden I hear this like, you know when you hear rustle in the leaves, it's like you can tell the size of the thing. You can tell. If it's a squirrel.
Squirrels are kind of deceptive.
Squirrels can be a little deceptive, but
especially in the dark.
If it's quiet. If it's a big thing.
Yeah. I mean, deer I know that deer are more like graceful, unless if they're running away. And a bear is like,
yeah,
it's like not graceful.
Bear is loud.
Yeah, bear is loud.
Didn't know that. We had no idea that was the case because I had no experience. And so I hear some rustling from not very far away. And I turn my headlamp and all I see are two glowing eyes staring at me. And oh my goodness, if I hadn't been so prepared and gone to the bathroom probably at some point, I would have easily pooed my pants. And I just looked right at it and I was like, there's no way a bear is. There's just no way. It was 100% a deer. Like looking back,
it's always a deer.
And in the moment, I 100% was a deer. There's no other way it wasn't a deer. It stared right at me. It had like the big round eyes, wide eyes that deer have. But in my head, it was a bear. And so I kept telling myself, it's a deer, it's a deer, it's a deer, it's a deer. That happened like 4 more times on the way back to the car. Like something would rustle, I'd look over and there were a ton of deer and they were just staring at me, but I couldn't see that. I just saw the eyes. At one point in the field I was walking through, I like looked up and there were like 7 pairs of eyes looking at me, which of course there's not 7 bears in the field looking at me. But in my head, I was like, now you have 7 bears, you have a big problem.
Bears are running packs and there's a pack of bears.
A pack of bears. And then the rational side of me was like, yeah, of course there's not a pack of bears in a field just staring at you. These are all deer and you're fine. And I made it back to the car feeling like a complete failure.
Oh.
And I was like, I just felt so bad about it all. I was like, you can't even do that. I messed up, all this stuff. And I get back in the car and I drive back to Boston. And my roommates, who were way more night owlish than I was, I told them what I was doing and all this stuff. And I walked back in and they're like, aren't you supposed to be backpacking or something? Like, why are you here? Like, whatever. And then one of them probably was just like, how was it? I just was like, I was so tired. It was way past my bedtime. And I sadly just like went to sleep and I felt really bad. That was it. That was my backpacking trip, my hike.
Okay, so what would me and Arlee always ask us, what could you have done to not DNF? This first backpacking trip.
Wait a month later.
Wait a month.
Or bring warmer stuff. If I just brought like some warmer things, I probably would have woken up, but I would have been cozy and have been like, this is so cool that I'm cozy. And then had like probably still had a rough night, but
except, the thought also with the pack of bears that were hiding.
Well, I wouldn't have seen them if
I
I didn't leave the safety of the tent,
yeah.
right? Had I not been mid DNF and seen the bear pack. Funny enough, when I northbounded in 19, I did see a bunch of bears right at that campsite, like staring at us. Yes.
A bunch of bear?
I saw like 2 or 3 of them, and they were just staring at us because we'd heard that there were bear issues at that campsite.
Oh,
but
interesting.
Yeah. So
you that hasn't deflated your dreams though, because you eventually went back, right?
No. So a month later, I went back with a few friends.
Oh, good. Good. Good.
And I successfully camped at that campsite. I needed my redemption, of course, on the AT. There was no one could have talked me into going anywhere else. Impossible. I was going to go back to the AT, and I camped back at that spot, and I survived the night. And then I did a little while later, like Memorial Weekend that year, I think I did like Lehigh Gap to Delaware Water Gap or something,
That's a good one.
or one of those gaps in Pennsylvania with Evelyn and my mom
Huh.
and Evelyn's daughter. And then I did the Long Trail that summer.
Oh,
And that
that's an iconic
started
story.
my quest of hiking.
Wait, really quickly, because it's a funny story, could you tell them how you got your trail name Aquaman?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
This has nothing to do with DNFs, but it's hilarious.
No. So this really feeds into my gung-ho fashion that I was just like so fired up on the hiking. And the reason I did the Long Trail was like, well, if I'm going to do the AT when I graduate, I like must learn to backpack, and I need to get good at backpacking. I need to figure out what it is. And so I'll do the Long Trail. What good training. I can't think of anything better. Perfect. So I had a little break from college that summer, and I set out on the Long Trail. And in the same frantic fashion, I packed and repacked and got everything ready and read all the stuff and practiced. But I was like, I did my 2 nights out on the AT, Pennsylvania. I'm so ready to go. But I did 2 nights out on the AT in Pennsylvania where there's no water. And there was like, it's the driest, except for like maybe that stretch in Virginia near the Triple Crown where there's low water. This is like notoriously one of the driest stretches on the AT, which for East Coast standards is pretty dry. You go, like, you have to carry water for a little while, which, and to me, a new hiker, I was like, platypus water bladdered out the wazoo. I was like ready to go. And so that was the context with which I set off on the Long Trail with 7.5 liters of water on my back. And so in a very prepared backpack, I had, I think it's 2.2 pounds per liter.
Yeah.
So that's maybe 17, 16 pounds of water sloshing around. And so my mom, it was so, I picked up my backpack when I was getting ready to go because I packed all my water, but I was like, but I had these extra water bladders and I was like, why?
I gotta fill them.
What if I have to fill them? What if there's no water?
Water the entire time.
I don't know what's going to happen. Clearly, I don't know what's going to happen. There's no water. I quit in the middle of the night. I don't know. So I'm hiking up the Appalachian Trail northbound to get to the border with the Long Trail. And it's dumping rain. Ooh. Pouring rain. So there's water.
More water on you.
All around me. There's water on me. I'm walking right next to a brook. On my way up my pack is so heavy. My legs are killing me. And I'm drinking this water because I'm like, I'm going to die if I don't drink the water. I'm peeing every 10 seconds. And there's a spring. There was like a little spot in this brook where you could fill up water. And I stopped, unzipped my convertible pants.
Of course.
Because it was hot and raining and summer in Vermont, the literal wettest state of all time. And I filled up the water that I drank to make sure I still had 7.5 liters of water. And then I pressed on with legs that were burning. Such a burn in my legs. And I get up and there was this thru hiker, like an AT thru hiker that was like passing me.
So experienced.
Oh, he looked so weathered. And I was like,
how many liters does he have?
Well, I was asking him a bunch of questions, all the classic ones, that someone trying to backpack is.
You're like, you definitely have 9 liters.
So I asked him and I was like, how much water you usually carry? And he kind of like looked around at me like it was like raining, it was wet, there was like water everywhere. And he was like, I don't know, like a liter, maybe half a liter. There was like no, and I was like, it's pretty interesting. It's an interesting take on the water situation. And he saw me struggling. He's like, how much do you have? And I was like, 7.5. And he turned around with this like kind of smirking, kind of shocked face. He was like, Oh, no way. Dump that out. Dump it all out. Every drop. That's not exactly what he said, but he was like, dump that is so insane. He's like, there's no way. And so I was like, really? He's like, yeah, no. He looked, it had just like dumped rain on him. And my mom had just dropped me off and she felt so nervous because she's like, I want to turn around and pick you up. It had started pouring. There was water everywhere. So I dumped out. I still had 4 liters left or something. I dumped out like most of it. Not most of it, like half of it. Because I was like, maybe he's wrong. I don't know.
He is a thru hiker after all.
I know. Maybe he's just
a little kooky.
Yeah, maybe I can't handle that little water. And so I still had so much water. More water than you'd ever need. I had like PCT level water in Vermont. And I roll into camp after like this whole turnaround and I got so nervous and whatever. And I eventually found the Seth Werner campsite, right? The first one in Vermont. And I walk into the lean-to area and there's a handful of people there. And the guy, the thru hiker, I think his name was like Fugitive. He's like, that's the water guy. He's like, show him all your water. He's like, nobody's going to believe me. Show him your water. I had the capacity to hold over 11 liters of water. I was at 7.5 liters and I was about 60, 70% full in my overall water capacity as I had like 2 empty 2-liter platypus bags with me on top of the 3 Nalgene's and the couple liters of Sawyer squeeze bags. And so I pull out all this water and the looks on their faces it's like, this guy is going absolutely nowhere. This guy is done. He's done at the next road crossing. He won't even make it there. There's no way this guy makes it anywhere. And they were all just like, and I was like, really? I don't need, they're like, absolutely not. Toss. Get rid of it. No, absolutely no way. And so I was like, okay. I eventually learned, obviously, that this is not the right way to do it. And they were trying to think of trail names for me. And they were like, we're not going to give you Water Boy. That's me. That's mean. We won't do that. And this thru hiker Walnut walked up and he's like, what's going on? And they're like, you see all those water bottles? They're all belong to this guy. And he goes, oh, Aquaman. And that's how I got Aquaman. And all my clothes were blue and it kind of fit. Yeah. I like telling the full version of that story because I filled up more of the water. I had so much more water carrying capacity.
I don't think I knew about the capacity
No, I had so much.
That's so much.
Everything else was honestly like, for a beginner backpacker, pretty middle of the road to like prepared, I'd say. I didn't like have like any large over the top things except for this gigantic reservoir of water.
You're so funny. That's hilarious.
So that's how I got
Aquaman.
Oh, this is real. That was like all this was 2017 for me. Wow. A real year.
I failed the Appalachian Trail in 2017.
Oh my gosh, we had our moments on the AT.
Yeah.
I bet I had mine first.
Probably not. No. I actually did have mine first.
Well, that's not important then. Whoever's is first is not as important.
Both hiked.
We both hiked in 19 then.
Yeah, we both thru hiked in 2019. He was ahead of me. Doesn't mean I spent more time on trail, honestly.
But overall,
I enjoyed the time more.
Overall, I had spent more time on trail. But I'm glad to think that you know that that's an important metric.
We've also gone Sobo, and it's actually, they say, the faster you go Sobo, the better your dream is of the AT.
Really?
Yeah, that's the exact words.
But I don't know, who says that?
They all say it.
My Sobo was so much higher off the ground than yours. I've seen the trail from a higher vantage point, making it better.
I've seen it. I had never left the trail. Okay. If comment below, chat, who's more in love with the AT? Tara,
or
there's no right answer.
Scott,
or it's Scott,
who's loved it since 1910s. Easy.
Well,
no, I said 20s before, but it was earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have spent more time on the Appalachian Trail than Tara.
I guided backpacking trips on the AT.
That's right. I've spent on white blazed trails on the Northeast easily
That is
a
true.
10,
You do
11
live
months.
there. But
so much time because I love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what everyone thinks. It's, the
They will-
faster, you know what they say, the faster you go.
the more you want to leave.
You were not even on the trail because Scott did in 2022 and 23.
2021 into 2022. I spent through the New Year's
okay.
on the trees. So
Scott
to New Year.
apparently did a winter through hike of the Appalachian Trail going south. And the snow, you weren't even on the ground.
You're right. I was in an elevated state. I was.
We'll let them decide.
Yeah, please decide. Please
for
let
us because there's only one right answer.
Yeah.
And it's
and then when they say it's me, I'll be able to tell you that even they also agree.
We are at the end of the podcast and I have a review. Could you tell them why reviews are important?
Reviews are important because they boost the numbers, the stats, the algorithm for the podcast to reach the ears. So you should leave a comment.
I can't tell which one I have read and which one I haven't. I forgot, which I might just be.
Do you want to read one and I can read one?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we need more. It would be great.
Make more of them. Make a ton.
Maybe I'll do this one. You could do this next one. So 1 month ago, Mel Wit 10 said, "Best podcast ever, 5 stars." Thanks, Mel. I may DNF my first 100 in Vermont this summer, but I can promise you I will never DNF an episode of this podcast. I read that one already.
Nice.
But
go Vermont.
Yeah, go Vermont and go never DNFing an episode of DNF Diaries. Scott, do you want to read this one? I'm pretty sure we read this one also, but you can read it.
Okay. Hottest podcast in the whole ... Probably world, it says.
Yeah. 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago. 5 stars by CJ Flaming Hot.
Hell yeah.
Nice. That's a really good username. I have the biggest girl. Not biggest girl crush. I have the biggest crush on this pod. Arlee and Tara, you guys are such amazing storytellers. I love how this space normalizes the tough moments in big and small efforts. Love the laughter and the realness. XOXO Gossip Girl.
Hell yeah. Flamin' hot.
Flamin' hot.
Get it right. Get it tight. Get it right.
What is that from?
I think it's from a song. Just came into my head. I had to say it.
I wasn't sure if it was another Mean Girls reference that I wasn't going to understand.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because some of us
spend our time on the AT instead of watching movies.
Mean Girls. Which is insane. If you think that's insane,
leave a comment.
Chat. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. Scott, do you have any social media you want to shout out to anybody?
I do. It's Scott Benneroff. It's just my name.
Yeah.
I'm not on it much, but take a poke.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's wearing Hokas though.
I'm wearing Hokas.
In the pictures.
Yeah.
Which might actually burn holes in your eyes. I'm at Tara.Dower. My other co-host, Arlee, is missed, but they are at A.Hisk. And then me and Arlee's podcast is at DNF.Diaries on Instagram. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Bye.
Bye.